Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I am trying to visit 52 different football grounds in 2024. So far, we've headed to Leeds, Darlington, Durham, Newcastle, and today we are heading to York. So a couple of weeks ago, I actually tried to go to a York game. It was against Dorking and it was on a Tuesday night. Unfortunately, it got postponed. I've had my money refunded and we have reinvested it into today's game. I'm going to drive down to Wetherby, pick Brad up, and then we're going to head over to the York LNER Community Stadium. It's somewhere I've never been, considering the amount of time I actually spend in York. I coach down there with City of York Athletics Club. I've never had a chance to actually go to a game. So today is my first experience of it. I'm going into it pretty open-minded. I've done a little bit of research on the club as a whole because I want to make sure I know a little bit about the history of the clubs that I go and visit. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown on where York are at now, where they've come from, and maybe a little bit of where they're going. Who knows? Hopefully they're going to stay up this season because as you'll see, things are looking a little bit precarious at the moment. So today, York City take on Maidenhead at home. Currently, York are sitting in 19th in the National League, whereas Maidenhead are just a few points ahead of them in 14th. When we look at the form, however, York's form is looking slightly more encouraging than Maidenhead, so hopefully we get to see a win. York City Football Club have recently celebrated a centenary. They have been around for over 100 years. The club was established in 1922. In 1932, York City moved to Bootham Crescent, the ground that would be their home for almost 90 years. Fast forward to 1955 and York City captured the nation's attention, making the FA Cup semi-finals only to lose out to Newcastle United. In 1984, more history was made as York became the first club to score over 100 points in the Football League. More cup sets followed as a year later in 1985 they beat Arsenal at home at Bootham Crescent in the snow.
In the 90th minute!
In 1995 they were at it again, putting 3 past Man United. And yeah, as a Leeds fan, I've got to say I take particular pleasure in this one. They captured the headlines and their reputation continued to grow. Fast forward to the 2000s and York City FC, they've experienced playoff finals, FA trophies, trips to Wembley, and that takes us through to the modern day. In 2021, they left Bootham Crescent and they moved on to pastures new. The York LNER Community Stadium is where York City Football Club now reside and play their home games. That is where we are heading today, and I, for one, cannot wait. I think it's going to be a great day out, and hopefully we see plenty of goals. Right, I'm ready. I'm running a little bit late, but it's time to head off to Wetherby. Hopefully it's only going to take an hour to get down to Brad and then shoot over to York from there. And yeah, I'll try and show you a little bit of the journey and then around the ground and then onto the game. So we arrived in York about an hour before kickoff. Took about an hour 40 to get down there via Wetherby. And a few of you guys have been asking for more on how much it costs. So the parking was £5 and the tickets were £22 each. We had a little wander around and then I picked up a programme. The programme was £3. Grabbed myself a pucker pie, which was £4.90, a bit of a rip-off. And then we got a pint each and these were £5.50. Again, not the cheapest, but it is what it is. And then it was time to head into the ground. As I said earlier in the video, this stadium was only opened back in February 2021 and it was a really good stadium. It was very modern but with a classic twist, and yeah, I really like the connection between the fans, the players, the whole community involved. I just loved it. I feel like it had that really good atmosphere around without being a fake atmosphere, if that makes sense.
What was that an own goal?
One coming up, all latest scores right around the grounds.
Team I wouldn't want to see do well. I'll never forget Wagner.
On behalf of Hull City Community Football Club, thank you for support this afternoon.
Right, I'm just back from York. I've had a really good day actually. It took a long time to get out of that car park at the end. So York City, if by any chance I can get any message back to you, it's sort out that car park because yeah, it took way too long to get out. But I really enjoyed the game. It finished 1-1. I thought there was going to be more goals in it, but towards the end of it, both teams looked a bit tired. You started to see a few mistakes coming in. York came close at the end. They kind of, if there was to be a winner, it would have been them, but I think a draw is a fair result. Fair play to the Maidenhead supporters who travelled up. There wasn't many of them, but they tried to make a bit of noise. But yeah, that is stadium number 5 of 52, ticked off. I hope you've enjoyed it. Give me a little like, a little follow, a share, a subscribe, whatever it is on YouTube. I appreciate the support, and we've got number 6 coming up real soon. So thank you for watching.